Of a Federal College of Agriculture and Animal Husbandry. And my senatorial district, there is no single tertiary institution there with the federal government except a federal polytechnic, just single one, throughout the senatorial district. But more of it is that my senatorial district is agrarian, is the food basket of that state, and we need to support it. That's why I'm bringing about this relevant college to give research and other relevant inputs, both the agri and the animal husbandry aspect. May I leave it, Mr. President?
Thank you very much for abridging the entire thing, and you went straight to the point. This is good. You showed straight to the point and very convincing argument, and I'm sure everybody has fallen for your argument. Yes. Senator Binus Dodeyaro.
I'm Binus Yaro, Adamawa South. Mr. President, I rise to second the motion for the second reading of this bill and to also support it. Mr. President, the point that the mover or the sponsor of this bill made about lack of federal presence in senatorial district is something that resonates with me too. And that is why we always try to bring bills that will help the federal government have presence in a senatorial district. I've said on this floor before that perhaps when we're talking about education, perhaps we should make a law that says there should be at least one federal college of education in each senatorial district, at least one federal college of agri in each senatorial district. That way there will be spread of these institutions in a way that will be fair and equitable. So with these points, Mr. President, I support the second reading of this bill. Thank you.
Senator Neda Imalson, representing Edo South Senatorial District. I also rise to support this bill for one only reason, that supporting agriculture in any form, research, technology, and institutions such as this being proposed here is something that I think is desirable across the nation. A country that cannot feed itself is actually not a safe country. And we are going through a lot now with food prices rising. And we're also going through the issue of unemployment. And we know the role that agriculture plays in this endeavor. And so it's something that's desirable. Like my colleague said earlier, I think every senatorial district ought to have such an institution when we talk about agriculture and technology. And so therefore, I urge my colleagues as well to support this bill so that we can at least help the nation every way we can for our citizens. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator.
There is viable for agricultural training. And therefore, if we establish that institute in his constituency, it will go a long way to provide the land for the training of applicants in that place. So I support it, and I pray that this bill will pass through and will be supported and will be signed into law and will help us have an institution in its place. Thank you, Mr. President and my colleagues.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I remain Senator Ahmed Wadada Aliyu Sarkinyakin Kefi. I represent Nasarawa West Senatorial District. To me and for me...
But you have forgotten one thing. You didn't say you are a horse rider.
Yeah, I am a horse rider. I still remain a horse rider, sir. Thank you, sir. To me and for me, this bill is an all-encompassing bill. All-encompassing in the sense that efforts have been made or are being put in place to diversify our economy from being a monoproductive economy to multifaceted economy. And the most reliable is the agricultural sector. And in every human endeavor, you need the needed and required level of education to be able to perform in that endeavor effectively. And so, where an institute or an institution like this is established, it will add to the knowledge of how our citizens will partake in agricultural activities, and which will improve productivity. And if productivity is improved, that means there will be more employment, there will be more security. And in all, whatever form of security you talk about or you look at in life, the most important is food security. And since food security is a very veritable, is a very important aspect to our life and livelihood, then to put up institutions or establish institutions that will educate the citizens on contemporary ways of going into agricultural activities will be best and best for the country. So having contributed to this, I also appeal to our colleagues to give this bill the needed support so that we get it passed into law and the needful commences from that point.
Victor Ome, you have the floor. Thereafter, Akubundo and then Senator Sanga.
And animal husbandry. There's no nation that doesn't know that production of food and meat is very important. So, Mr. Yaro, Senator Yaro, I give total support, Mr. President. So I support that this bill will be read for a second time. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much.
In Kano Central. Mr. President, I rise to support this bill because of its importance. Even though some points were already made on the importance of the bill, I would like to add that Gombe is an agrarian state, and it's one of the largest food-producing states in Nigeria. Therefore, I think there's need for agricultural institution in Gombe so that it will help the people around the area and even beyond. Number two, Mr. President, you see, one of the priority policies of this government is agriculture. And therefore, I think agriculture universities, institutions, and centers will never be too many in this country. So I urge that we support it, and we support any other bill proposing for agriculture institution or university, because we need them as the population of Nigeria is booming, is boosting. So since our population is boosting, we need food. We need to feed ourselves. We need to even export if possible. So, Mr. President, I support that we pass this, we give this bill a second reading, and even pass it further. Thank you very much.
Senator Akubundo. A bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act Cap A 12, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, to provide for the establishment of the Federal College of Agriculture and Animal Husbandry, Telase, Gombe State, and for later matters 2024 second reading taken.
For the first time in this chamber on Wednesday, 7th February 2024, Mr. President, you may wish to invite Senator Siyako Yaro, Amendment Bill 2024 SB 297.